Okay, back for another one of these Saturday morning cheap seats. We just saw The Fate of the Furious. What did you think?
Wow. There was a lot going on in that.
I actually liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, because the first trailer I saw I thought looked pretty ridiculous and not in a good way.
Yeah, the first trailer made me just laugh. I didn't want to see that at all. And then they kind of added a little more to it after that, and it started to look better. And it was pretty much exactly what I expected it was going to be.
It was exactly what I expected it to be, and actually a little better. One thing I've often said, I've never been the biggest fan of Vin Diesel as an actor. Like, I liked him in The Last Witch Hunter, and when he does voiceovers, like in The Iron Giant and, of course, Guardians.
Yeah.
But I've always found his acting kind of annoying, especially in the Fast and the Furious movies. But I really liked him in this movie. When he was playing kind of a different character and we saw more emotion coming out of him, I mean, he acted better than I think I've ever seen him do. Like, I was really impressed with Vin Diesel in this movie.
Yeah, you could tell that he was torn, that he didn't want to do what he had to do, but he had to do it. He had no choice.
You know what's funny is you can tell that he knew that they were going to put him in more movies with The Rock, because you notice how much bigger Vin Diesel's arms have
gotten. He's been working out a lot.
Because The Rock is just gigantic. There's a scene in the movie, I don't want to do too many spoilers, maybe towards the end we'll spoil it, because there's a scene I almost laughed out loud at the thought I had in my head in the theater at the very end of the movie. You probably know exactly where. But there's a scene where they have to tear apart an old car, and they're just like a car is nothing, just tearing shit off.
Yeah, he just like grabs the hood and lifts it off. Like, that should be bolted on. Shouldn't just be able to grab that and pull it off.
No. And you know what? I love Charlize Theron. Like, I have not seen her give a bad performance. Even in bad movies that she's in, she's still great. Like, why she wasn't nominated for Mad Max is just beyond me. She was great in that.
She was great in that. She was really good in this, too.
She was amazing. God, I don't want to sound like a pervert. Man, she was sexy as a bad girl. Just the way she would talk, and Charlize Theron, man, she was a really good villain. And I won't say how, but they set up a sequel for this. At the very end, you're like, yeah. And you know, it's funny, I was going to make a joke, a really, really insensitive joke about what they could title Fast and the Furious 9, but a comic named Paul Scheer totally beat me to it online. And he's like, Fast and Furious, and he's like, Mein Führer 9, and had 9 spelled out like in German, and had the whole thing take place in Germany. But he made the joke, like, literally when I was thinking about making this video, I'm like, I gotta make a joke in case they sequel bait us and somebody else got to it first. I was pissed.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna keep making sequels until all these characters die, and then they're gonna have more people and just fill them in there. Like, oh no, yeah, I'm that guy. Well, no. Yeah, you guys were all mistaken for those other 7 movies. This has been me the whole time.
How cool. Like, I'm a big fan of Helen Mirren. She's a really great actress. The fact they got her to play Jason Statham and Luke Evans' mom.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was a nice addition. I like that. And she was funny as hell.
That was kind of a confusing part to me, because wasn't that the whole point of the last movie? That made Jason Statham the bad guy. But
now we find out that that Cypher girl was controlling him.
But didn't they kill him? That's why he was so mad.
No, he didn't.
Totally killed his ass.
No, at the end of 7, no, Jason Statham lives.
No, I'm talking about his brother.
No,
like in 6, they killed him, so in 7, Jason Statham came back and was mad and looking for vengeance.
Remember at the beginning of part 7, they actually show him going into the hospital room, like his brother is essentially almost dead, but no, his brother did survive. But like, there's a scene where he goes to his brother in the hospital, and that's why the whole side of his face was burnt in this one.
I was kind of confused about that, because I thought he totally died.
Yeah, no, he lived.
Okay.
Now,
that was pretty cool, though, that they got their mom to go in and pull some strings for him. I
think this is in 3 weeks. This is the second movie I've seen with Luke Evans, because he played Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. He was the highlight of that entire movie. But for me, in this movie, the highlight of the whole movie is the third act, Jason Statham. Jason Statham in the last half hour of this movie steals the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he definitely did. He made it, and just him with that baby.
Oh yeah, they give
Like-
not to spoil it too much, but they give Jason Statham a let's all change our minds about him moment now. Where he had a 5-minute long segment where he was saving a baby,
Yeah,
and it was one of the best parts of the
it
entire
really
movie.
was. It was funny and it was action packed. It was really good. Like, I'm glad they put that in there.
Yeah, and it was so fun when he's like, oh, cover your ears, oh, you're not gonna want to see this. Like he's still baby talking to baby, and he murders like 25 people. I don't care.
All the kids listen to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
That was pretty. The fact that that's what he did. That was a selection that Jason Statham went with.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, the
And
Rock.
of course, they always give what's his name shit, and they gave him so much extra shit in this movie. Number 11.
Yeah, God, I can never remember his name in these movies.
I can't
Tyrese
either.
Gibson's
Yeah,
character.
Tyrese. Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I don't remember almost any of their characters' names. Like I remember Dominic because his name's Dom.
Yeah.
But like, I can almost never remember Michelle Rodriguez's character's name. And then when they say it in the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, that's her. But
Yeah, but as soon as you walk out of there, it's like, oh yeah, that one. Yeah, the bald black guy. No, the smart black guy. Like
the one that's not Ludacris.
Yeah,
Which Ludacris is a really good actor. He should do more stuff.
he really should.
I like him in these movies.
Yeah.
Oh God, what else is there to say? I mean, it was a lot of fun. If you like I'll do a quick rundown of what I thought of the Fast and Furious movies. You said you've seen all 7 of them, right?
Yeah.
I thought the first one was okay. Second one was eh. Third one was one of the worst movies ever. Fourth one is when it picked up. Fifth one, when The Rock came in, was when it got great.
Yeah.
6 was pretty good, and then I love 7. I absolutely love 7. The trailer for 7 is what made me watch all the rest of the other movies. Like, I never wanted to see a Fast and the Furious movie. They look stupid to me.
Yeah.
And then I saw the trailer for 7, like, maybe I should watch these, and then watched them all, like...
Well, it got to that point where they did start getting kind of stupid, and it's like, you know, after I thought by the 5th one they'd be done. Mm-hmm. No, then The Rock showed up and just brought it back to life, and now he's absolutely the best part. He just like, he can do anything. He punched a dent in a steel shipping container.
Yeah.
like really? Who can do that? He's a cyborg.
And I don't care how bad you are, getting shot with a rubber bullet hurts. And when
Yeah.
they start shooting with a rubber bullet, he's like, rubber bullets, big mistake. And I'm like, are you fucking Superman or something?
He's like 3 feet away from him and shooting him with a rubber bullet.
That would
like,
hurt.
Yeah, it would.
And he would at least react, even if it didn't cut the skin because he's so chiseled.
Yeah.
He'd still be like, there'd still be bruises everywhere. Like it's stronger than paintball, and paintball leaves bruises.
Oh yeah.
That, you know what? In the opening credit, that's what I almost thought. That when The Rock was giving the motivational speech, I thought they were going to be doing something like playing paintball.
Paintball or
And
something.
he was coaching his daughter's soccer team. And then they do a
That was
Samoan.
hilarious.
I don't want to spoil too much, but it's someone you'll watch. If whoever's watching this review is going to watch this movie or they're not. This is one of those
Yeah.
movies you've already made up your mind before you go into it if you're going to see it or not.
Yeah.
But he makes them do a Samoan war dance, the soccer team, and the other soccer team's just standing there like, and these are all like 7-year-old little girls.
Yeah.
They're just horrified, like, I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah, that girl runs off the field. I don't want to play anymore. I wouldn't want to play either. They just did like a war dance in front of you.
There were several times when The Rock would do stuff in this movie, and I was just waiting for like the John Williams Superman theme song to start playing.
Yeah.
Because they essentially made him Superman, and he's not even going to play Superman. He's going to play Black Adam, one of the, like, I think he was in the Justice League at one point a long time ago, but he's a DC character.
Yeah. I thought it was cool. He didn't do any Rock quotes, but he did like Stone Cold quote.
He did a couple of cool wrestling moves in some of his fight scenes.
Yeah.
It's like, those are some really well choreographed fight scenes in this movie.
They are.
I
They have some excellent fight scenes, and the car chases are awesome. There was a few of them where they were a little too busy, and you get that like blurriness going on, and I don't care much for that.
Yeah, there was one or two that got too much with the shaky cam.
Yeah. But other than that, there was a lot of good action in this movie. It was a pretty fun movie to see.
They missed a moment that could have pissed off half the audience and made the other audience laugh when She said that she was turning the cars into zombies because they could have totally had like one that kind of looked like Paul, and it would be a Paul Walker. Paul Walker. It was right there.
Yeah.
It was right there. They didn't do it.
They totally missed out on that opportunity.
In the background, they could have had Rick Grimes to shake his head and be like, "Not today," and yell for Carl.
That was a pretty cool scene though, where they made all the cars come to life. Those cars were just going crazy.
Yeah, and that's not giving anything away because they show that in the trailer.
Yeah.
But in the theater, oh wow, this is one I'm glad we saw on the really big screen.
I am too. There was so much going on. It would have been hard to see all that on the smaller screen.
There, in the end, there's a scene where Vin Diesel's holding a baby on top of a building, and he says, "Don't worry, you're safe now, and you always will be." And I just pictured at a moment right there, like a bunch of birds flying into him, or him just going, "Whoa!" throwing the baby. Like in my head, I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, I gotta watch it because
that baby shit pissed me
I know
off.
that pissed you off.
Like
really bad.
I exclaimed, "Fuck you!" as soon as they said it.
He did. He yelled, "Fuck you" in the theater.
I knew as soon as they introduced the stupid fucking baby into the movie, the mom said it, and I knew exactly what was going to happen. And the whole time I'm thinking, please don't do it. Come on, why? You put a fitting tribute at the end of the last movie. Leave the motherfucker out of it.
Yeah, and even the other moment where they mentioned him for a second, like, well, let's call him. No, we promised we wouldn't get his family involved. It was kind of like, we're acknowledging these people are still in our universe, but, you know, I thought that was tasteful.
Yeah.
But they should have, but the reason why they said his name there was so you remembered Paul Walker's character's name. It's going into too much into spoiler territory, but you're going to figure it out.
They named the baby Brian. Fuck you.
I said as soon as they showed but the story, and like I've seen a couple like other people's reviews for this, and I have to agree with them that she gave the baby the middle name, but didn't give it. What if it had been 7 years before she'd seen him? Like, what if she got to him and he was dead? What was she gonna do then?
Yeah.
You know, like she hadn't given the baby a first name yet. I mean, can you even do that? I mean,
yeah. How are you just gonna give it a name and say, oh no, that's just its middle name?
And this baby wasn't like a 2-month-old child. It was like a 6-7-month-old baby.
Yeah.
It would start to understand its name by then.
Yeah. Like, I didn't care for that. They could have did without doing that, and I would have been just fine with it.
I liked that they killed her. That was a funny scene. I wasn't supposed to laugh at it, but I did.
Did you just hope for a second that they had balls enough to kill that baby?
I was like, you know what? Very few movies have had the nuts to kill a baby. You know, not that I like to see babies die. I just like it when movies will not like movies like a Serbian film. Fuck that movie. But like. When a movie has the guts to put a baby in danger or do something horrific to a baby, it's like. Of course, in real life, you don't want to see that, but you have to give it up to a movie that is...
But that's what movies are for. They're for the things that you don't want to see in real life.
Like
you
that last
go
Rambo.
Here and have an escape and see this stuff that you can't see anywhere else.
Yeah, like the beginning of that last Rambo movie where they're like fucking planting babies into the fire. Like, of course, it's horrific, but it's like... You never get to see that.
Yeah.
But I kind of, there's part of me that was like, you know what, I would give them credit if I know this is PG-13. I know they're not going. I know that moment, you know who's going to die in the scene.
Yeah. That was cool. Like, I'm glad that they did that.
But yeah, overall, I actually really liked the movie. I mean, I think it was just as good. Like I said, of the ones that I liked the best, I think 7 was the best, or 7 was the best, and I would say 5 to me is the second best. I would say this movie is just as good as 5. I still like 7 a little better, but this was right up there. It
was really good. It's definitely worth seeing.
One negative for me was in the middle. There was a few too many lulls, or there was the conversations went on too. You could have dropped like 10 minutes of that and made the movie even 2 hours.
They did try to drag it out a little bit, and you know, I guess they were trying to develop the characters a little bit more, but I mean, come on, these are the same people that we've seen in the last 7 movies. You know, even that one girl that they saved in the last movie, she's part of the team now, and like, we don't need to get introduced to her anymore. We already know about her.
And they made it. They did. We just mentioned that we never remember people's names. She totally like referenced that. She's like, "What's my last name?" And they're both like, I don't know. I just know she's the on Game of Thrones. She's Daenerys Targaryen's like second income. She's like her confidant, or like her best friend, and she's in the city of Marine. I think that's how they pronounce it on there. But I'm like, wow, there's like 4 people in this movie that have been on Game of Thrones at some point.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. But
yeah, it was good. It's worth going to check out. I would definitely recommend seeing it in the theater.
Go to the big screen for this one.
There's just so much action and so much stuff going on. It's going to be hard to see all that at your house or on your computer screen.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely want to check it out at the theaters.
All right, well, we'll run down a couple trailers real quick, and then my battery's at half life now because I never charged it after last week. I probably should have done that. But God, we got a lot of trailers.
Yeah, they did have a lot of trailers.
It was great. We got 2 new trailers for movies I already wanted to see anyway, and it was like it made me want to see more, like War for the Planet of the Apes. That new trailer looks really good.
Yeah, that's gonna be an amazing movie. I can't wait to see that.
And the new Mummy trailer.
Yeah, that is gonna be awesome.
That looks incredible. That's the same girl. Remember in Star Trek Beyond, the alien chick that had her face all painted up, but she was a good guy, teamed up with Kirk? That's her as playing the Mummy.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, it looks really good. I liked all the other Mummy movies, so I'm looking forward to, Tom Cruise is in a Mummy movie.
It's basically it's not going to be connected to that other universe. Like, they're making a new series.
That girl looks like the same girl that played the same character in the last Mummy movie, though. Yeah, what's the character's name?
Evie?
No, the like Egyptian chick.
Oh, Anck-Su Moon.
Yeah. She looks like the same girl that played her in the Brendan Fraser Mummy movies. That
girl was the Bond girl. That's a different girl. I mean, because the girl who's playing the Mummy in this one, she's like 20 years. That other girl is actually way older than she looks. She's just looks good for her age. But yeah, she was in the last James Bond film as one of the Bond girls, like the first, because he always gets 2 per movie. It was just his first Bond girl.
That's cool.
But
yeah, that looks like a really good movie.
Yeah.
What other trailers did we?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That trailer was a more serious trailer.
It was.
It was good. I mean, nothing's gonna stop. They could just show a scene of them sitting on the toilet, taking a shit, and staring at each other and laughing. I'm still gonna want to see the fucking movie. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun movie to see.
And I found out that Sylvester Stallone's in it, and it finally got released who he's gonna play.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna play Galactus, Eater of Worlds. So Sylvester Stallone's going to be Galactus in Guardians of the
Galaxy. That could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping, like we were talking before the movie started, that we would see the new Star Wars trailer.
I was hoping that too.
God, I can't wait for that.
I watched it on YouTube, but to see it on the big screen would be awesome. I'm sure they're going to start pumping them out there in the next couple of months, but before every movie. We'll be sick of seeing those Star Wars trailers before it's over with.
Well, I know Rogue One, we got that 1,000 times before it finally came out, which I got that this week and watched it. It still is good.
And what was that last movie that they showed a trailer for? I can't even think now, but it looked pretty good.
God, I remember. Yeah, there was another trailer, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Oh well.
Yeah. What did you think? Nobody cares what you think.
It doesn't matter what you think. All right, well, I'm going to end this now because I don't want my power to run out of the battery. So, well, yeah, I recommend it. Next week, we might be back to watch that Morgan Freeman heist movie because nothing comes out next week. But in a couple weeks, it's Guardians of the Galaxy. So, looking forward to that.
We'll definitely be here for that.
All right, well, have a good one.